These lives, I'm never prepared. My hair is never prepared, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, so welcome to Chapter Roots. What's really going down? Um, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just be real quick. This past week, we seen a lot happening within the Black community. For one, Breonna Taylor's murderers. Well, of course, they went off scot free. If you don't know the story of Breonna Taylor, early March of this year, early March of this year, Breonna Taylor was murdered inside her own home. So, from what I've gathered, if you're here, you can correct me. But from what I've gathered, Breonna Taylor's home was suspected of being a hub for drug trafficking. So they thought it was a trap house. They thought she had something to do with it. So they were able to obtain, they being the Louisville, Kentucky cops, were able to obtain a no knock warrant. So upon obtaining that no knock warrant, they done bust in Breonna Taylor's home with no preamble. They did not announce themselves. Nobody knew who the fuck they were, and they bust through her door and told her boyfriend at the time, in self-defense and protecting his home and his girl, shot out. So when he shot out, the motherfucker set that hoe ablaze. Shooting, the boyfriend shot a cop, but it was a non-threatening life injury, and the cops shot and killed Breonna Taylor. This created an uproar, and this was during the time where George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery also passed away. So now in September, the verdict for all three of them, and let me get their names. I want to make sure that I have their names correctly. One moment, please. What are the names of the monsters that killed Breonna Taylor? What were their names? I need to know. Okay, yes, Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hankinson, and Miles Cosgrove. And she passed away March 13th, and she was only 26 years old. Yes, Gina, the man that they were looking for was already in custody. Yes. Yes. So those three, one of them was indicted, but one of them wasn't indicted for the murder of Breonna Taylor, but for wanton endangerment, meaning the bullets that missed Breonna Taylor and entered the white neighbors in their homes. That is what he was indicted for. The others weren't indicted. They went away scot-free. So this created an uproar again. And as a Black woman, it showed just how low on the totem pole we were. So this indictment, I think, came on a Wednesday. Don't quote me. I think it came on a Wednesday. However, next, in order of importance, so Breonna Taylor's indictment and her killers all got away scot-free. Well, none of them actually got indicted for the actual murder, but for wanton endangerment. One. Two, the person that they were looking for was already in custody. Three, we have people such as Charles Barkley talking about, well, I'm so sorry that the young woman passed away. However, she was involved in drugs. If she wasn't involved in drugs, then this would happen. That bald-headed buffoon needs to shut the fuck up. Anyways, so that happened around Wednesday. Hey, Fred, that happened around Wednesday. The next thing we know, we have the Keebler elf, also known as the Canadian mini miniature maple leaf motherfucker fool, the damn whatever his name is. He decided after months. So I don't know if people have been aware of the celebrity beef going on between Megan Pete, aka Megan Thee Stallion, and the Canadian rapper and singer we know as Tory Lanez. But early July, there was an incident where we've seen the three of them, three meaning Meg, Tory, and Kylie Jenner. They were having a little pool party. And the next thing we know, the people within the vehicle were Kelsey, that was Megan's best friend. We have Tory's security guard, Tory, and Megan. So what came about that, because we've only heard Megan's side, which I believe wholeheartedly, was that Tory shot her in both feet. That is what we heard. She came on live twice. She spoke about it plenty of times. And she said Tory dry shot her in both feet. She had to have surgery to get the fragments out of her feet. We have seen footage of her limping out of the vehicle with blood trailing behind her, and we've also seen pictures of her feet. So this was in July. Yes. Tory Lanez hasn't broken silence until a couple of days ago when he said, "To my fans, I am sorry. However, I have time today, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time." So this created a small uproar on my personal timeline. Oh, he's finally going to speak out. Oh, this, that, and the third. So at 9 p.m. PST, this short, stupid, foolish, backtrack hairline motherfucker decided to drop a 17-track project on SoundCloud. This created another uproar because it became a man versus woman, and to be specific, a black man versus black woman controversy. So I have a few things that I want to acknowledge. And this stems from both Breonna Taylor's murder as well as Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion's issue. However, I don't want to be specific about both issues. I just want to talk about it in general. Okay? So for one, if you're holding your stance, you comparing or replacing the situation with somebody else does not invalidate the issue. So the issue at hand right now is that Black women do not feel protected. That is the issue at hand. Oh, y'all are so concerned with celebrity beef. Oh, y'all have so many opinions and they don't even know who the hell you are. Oh, hey, I want you to shut the fuck up. I want you not only to shut the fuck up, but I want you to listen. I want you to motherfucking listen. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Just because you say, oh, we need the other side of the story doesn't make anything that anybody else has been saying untrue. If you believe that there's 3 sides to every story, that means you know that each side has their own personal truth. Correct? So there are people who have come up and have said, oh, I believe Tory. I knew Megan was lying before Tory even let his little stupid ass album out. So that already lets me know what y'all are. And I'm not even surprised that motherfuckers can't even, and it's not, my thing is, it's not about cancel culture. It's not. It's about holding motherfuckers accountable. Why can't we hold motherfuckers accountable? And not only that, why can't they have a consequence? Oh, we don't know. We weren't in the car. Okay, let's do some deductive reasoning. I know you motherfuckers went to elementary, middle, and high school, hopefully. So let's do some deductive reasoning. So now we have seen footage of Megan and her feet leaking from the vehicle. We have 2 lives of Megan. One where she says she didn't initially say that Tory shot her because she sees what they, and that is society, that is the country, that is America. She sees what they are doing to Black people. So she did not want to endanger her life as well as the people in the car any more than it already was, right? So she already confirmed this is why she didn't initially say what truly happened. So that is one. Number 2, we saw the footage of her leaking feet. Number 3, we saw the footage of her feet and how after surgery, how she had stitches and scars on her feet. Then we know that Tory Lanez, or also known as Daystar, whatever, we know that he had a charge on him for a concealed firearm. So with these facts that we have, we can do some deductive reasoning to where it's like, okay, as we saw with Beyonce, Solange, and Jay-Z, something went down in that elevator and something went down in this vehicle. And more than likely, Tory shot her ass. And this stems for us saying that Black women don't feel protected because motherfuckers ain't listening. They're so ready to debunk something, and it's scary. It is so scary. Why are y'all so ready to debunk and to defile a Black woman? Oh, y'all are strong. Y'all can get through it. No, we're not that motherfucking strong. She got shot in both feet. And she felt compelled to come on live twice because y'all were harassing the shit out of her and y'all didn't believe her. Isn't that right? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm only here to say the facts and what I know. Yeah? So what I know. Okay? So I want to make sure that I cover everything in my notes. Saying so, let's see. We can Okay, so let's talk about the sides of the story. Now, I want to be personally honest within myself and say a few disclaimers. One, I'm a hypocrite. Now, a lot of people can't admit to that because maybe they're unaware or maybe they're just stupid. But me personally, I know that I'm a hypocrite. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, I know that there are certain instances where people feel compelled to be stupid. And I see that a lot as of 2020. Recently, I've seen a lot of thought processes that I truly don't agree with. And people feel as though, oh, it's just celebrity beef. No, it's not celebrity beef. It's how you're viewing the topic at hand. It's how you're looking at a topic at hand. And I feel like you're a lot of you guys are very, I want to say very, shallow. Because as we've all asked ourselves, what if Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion, but what if he shot Kylie Jenner? What if Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan, but he shot Kylie Jenner? Would the same thing that's happening right now be happening to Kylie? And when the fuck did everybody start being Law and Order SVU? I've never seen so many investigations, so many detectives. A motherfucker posted a foot on Twitter talking about, oh, it's all bone. How did it miss? As if bullets don't split into fragments. These people are trying to debunk Megan and believe this motherfucker. And it's unbelievable to me. Oh, and my thing is, I didn't listen to the album. I have absolutely no reason to listen to the album. However, when stuff like this go on, exactly, CSI, these motherfuckers is forensic scientists. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, wow. I've never seen so many questions come up. Well, if it was this, how did this happen? Oh, if you got shot, how did you know who shot you when you didn't even look back to see who shot you? You're the only one inside the car with their gun. How do you know I shot you when you didn't even look back? Is it that you're stupid or is it that you're dumb? That's one of the lyrics that came on my TL that were confusing to me. Oh, if you got shot in both feet, how did it miss both bone and tendon? If y'all idiots, how are you still living and how are you still making money? Because since we're asking stupid questions, let's ask them. And my thing is, like, I understand people wanting to hear the side of the story, but it's like she got shot. So you're looking for a side of the story for justification. And the only justification is if she threatened that small man's life. If she threatened that small man's life, that's the only reason. But from what I've gathered, from what people have posted on my TL about the album, he never said his life was threatened. So people are coming up with stories about how because he owns his masters, Rock Nation is trying to pin him down and burn him down. And I'm just like, haha. Weren't y'all saying the same thing about Bill Cosby? Oh, they were trying to this happens because Bill Cosby was trying to buy a piece of NBC or NBN or CNBC or ICDC. I don't give a fuck. But isn't that what y'all are saying? That's the same thing y'all were doing for a rapist. Same thing y'all were doing for R. Kelly. And now y'all doing it with Tory Lanez. Y'all don't see a pattern about abusive men, about predatory men, and the defenses that y'all go through and the hoops that y'all go through to try to defend these men? One. Two, y'all are so adamant about his side of the story, but when we see video footage of police killing unarmed Black men and women, do we ask for their side of the story? I don't care what kind of criminal history that man or woman had. I don't give a flying fuck if they paid with a counterfeit $20 bill. I don't give a damn if they were trying to resist arrest. They shot these motherfuckers in cold blood. And did we ask for any type of justification or story? No, because shooting somebody should not ever be a resort, including the last one. It should not. So why is it that we never ask for the side of the story of the cop, but now y'all are so adamant about justification for the Keebler? Oh, acknowledge your hypocrisy. Acknowledge your hypocrisy. It's there, and y'all, and then when Black women are starting to speak on their issues, you're like, oh, but if 50 Cent got shot, nobody was trying to get on him. Why are we talking about 50 Cent and him getting shot? We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion not feeling protected by Black men, and you're saying, but 50 Cent got shot. Who gives a flying fat baby about 50 Cent and him getting shot? As you can see from 50 Cent's personality, I see very much the reason why somebody might have shot at him 9 times. 9 times. So we're not talking about that motherfucker. We're talking about Megan and her feelings and why she feels the way she feels. Why do y'all try to invalidate or gaslight women? That is beyond me. Number 3, from what I gathered again about the lyrics that have come across my timeline, Tory Lanez still wants Megan back. So let me ask you a question, right? If a woman is framing you, if a woman is lying and said, oh, you shot me, and you know she's lying and it's messing up your career, it's messing up your streams, it's messing up your money, why in the fuck do you think y'all could have been the next Queen Bee and Jay-Z? Please someone tell me. Please let me know. If somebody is framing you and fucking your name up, meaning she is lying on your name and it's messing with your streams and it's messing with your money and it's messing with your investments. If she is doing all of that, why within the 17-track album are you begging for your bitch back? Can somebody let me know? I'm confusion. I am confusion. And then on top of that, bringing Breonna Taylor back, let's talk about performances from Black men. Let's talk about performances. So when the indictment came and the decisions came, there were a plethora of men saying Black women deserve better. Protect Black women, with pictures of Breonna Taylor. And they're saying, oh my God, she deserved more than this. She deserved justice. Protect them, protect them, protect them. And then 2 days later, not even 2 days later, 24 hours later, oh, I believe Tory. I knew Meg was lying. Wow. I've never seen a switch up that huge in my entire life. So yesterday, he was protect Black women and Black women deserve better. And today is fuck Megan Thee Stallion. She lying. This album bang, this whole fire. I did not know, and I'm not boosting, I did not know Tory Lanez had so many fans. So many fans. I had no idea. So now I'm also seeing I wanted to go to a tweet that I saw, and it said, women can say whatever, rather it be true or false. And if you don't take up for her, then you hate women and should be shunned and burned at the stake. The Me Too movement was the gateway. And when I read that, again, let me say it. Women can say whatever, rather it be true or false. And if you don't take up for her, then you hate women and should be shunned and burned at the stake. Let me tell you something. Black men are fucking dramatic. Black men are fucking dramatic. They're so dramatic. And I saw a tweet that said, what did it say? Black men be surprised when we hate their ass back. Black men hate black women and be surprised when we hate their ass back. That's what the tweet I saw. And I couldn't help but laugh because there's so much truth in it. Also, I saw a thing where it said, hating straight black men won't do anything for our community. When did wanting a black man to be held accountable come off or be construed as hating black men? When did that happen? When did wanting to hold black men accountable become, oh, black women hate black men. Oh, it's always a gender war. Oh, it's always men ain't trash. Oh, it's always niggas ain't shit. Why are you so mad if it doesn't apply to you? One, let's start there. Y'all are so tired of always coming online and seeing men bashing, but y'all refuse to hold yourselves accountable. Y'all refuse to hold yourself and your community accountable. Oh, look at the bigger picture. We're dividing ourselves in our community, but the bigger picture is we cannot be unified. We cannot be unison until we handle everything that's happening within our own community. That's the bigger picture. Let's unify, and then we can focus on our oppressor, which is the white man. Okay, that's fine. You know, I can't lie to you. I love hip hop. Throw that ass bitch. I love it all. But what I'm saying is that I'm confused when accountability turned into hating black men. That's where I'm confused on. The issue is that black women do not feel protected. During this 2020, we have many examples. Again, if you've only been here for a while, let me get you hip. Oluwatoyin Salau was out in the streets protesting for Black lives, and her protest was inclusive, meaning it was for Black men, Black women, and Black LGBTQ. She was out here protesting for us. And she was later found in the woods dead. A man, Black man, disguised himself as a man of God. She confided in him that she was once sexually harassed, and he proceeded to do the same thing. Later, we find her, as well as an older white woman, in the woods dead. Then we have Uwa, who was trying to do her math homework, so she went to her church. She was then later raped and killed. We have Tamar Braxton, who attempted suicide. We have Breonna Taylor, who has been a martyr. She has been put on magazine covers. They have created a convention for her. She has been put on memes. She has been monetized and capitalized, and her murderers have gotten away scot-free. We have examples. We have Megan Thee Stallion, who was shot in both feet by a Black man. We have examples galore, celebrity examples, viral examples of Black women not being protected by Black men. And Black men want us to focus on the bigger picture. You can't even hold yourself accountable. How do you want to focus on the big picture? Tell me that. And I also think it's gaslighting, in my opinion. I think it's gaslighting when people say, oh, these opinions don't matter. Oh, y'all are going to clog my timeline with this. Oh, this, that, and the third. These are opinions that shape the future of you. They're subjective to every individual. If you can see how these people think about serious topics like this, then you'll know how they are in any type of relationship, whether friendship or romantic. So this type of stuff is very important. It's very important. And in order to focus on the bigger picture, you have to include Black women. That's what you have to do. We march for you. We yell for you while you are in the back. We sacrifice for you. You come from us, and yet you belittle us. I saw a video that came on my timeline about, and this young man was asking Black men if they preferred black or white women. Most of them said white women because black women be nagging and be bitter and be aggressive, and they don't like that. Meanwhile, white women allow them to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Just say you hate yourself and go. Just say you hate yourself and go. That's what you should do. And another thing about Breonna Taylor's situation that I wanted to talk about is the fact that they tried to frame her in her death. Local prosecutors offered Breonna Taylor's incarcerated ex-boyfriend, Jamarcus Glover, a plea deal if he would claim she was a co-defendant in a drug case. The reported plea deal suggests that law enforcement was desperately looking for a way to incriminate Taylor and assassinate her character in death, which could prevent the case from progressing and keep the officers involved in the shooting from being arrested and charged with any crimes at all nearly 6 months after she was killed in her own home while sleeping. They tried to frame her in her death. And when black women are crying, protect us, y'all are telling us to focus on the bigger picture? Footage of Megan Thee Stallion and her feet leaking on the street have been out. Tory Lanez has a charge against him and a case open about a concealed firearm to where deportation was discussed about him going back to Canada. Yet, y'all are so ready to believe this short man. This man even came on the lyrics and said he was 5'7", and we all know the nigga is 4'11". Thank you, Gina. And also Daystar also has history of domestic violence and abuse. His ex-girlfriend spoke out about it. Then, from what I've gathered again in his album was that he came at Kalani, JoJo, and Asian Doll for speaking out and supporting Megan. I didn't see him come out about Maxo Cream. He tried to play Chance the Rapper and he tried to play Bun B and he spoke on Mild, but I didn't see no Maxo Cream because you know what, you pick and choose what fights you want to do. And now you spoke on J.R. Smith, and I hope he catches your short ass in a fishnet and just hangs you up and throws mud at you. And Cash Doll, sorry. I'm a Nigerian woman. You know, I was born and raised here. I am part of the Black diaspora. I feel as though this is a universal issue, even though you may feel as though African women are more respected in the communities than Black people. I don't. And I don't differentiate. I don't see a difference between Black women and African women besides culture. I really don't, especially if you live here. That's just me personally, but I mean, you know. So, hold on. I wanted to also talk about what I saw, a story that somebody said this is what happened, or this is what they think happened. Based on Megan's side and Tory's songs, I believe that when they went to Kylie's house, they were both drunk as fuck, and Tory started flirting with Kylie. Mind you, Tory has always had the biggest crush on Kylie. Tory elaborated in his song that Kylie basically was turning him on. Megan then started to trip. Mind you, both of them are still drunk. So when they get back to the car, Meg and Tory are arguing about him flirting with Kylie. Then Meg grabbed a gun and her best friend tries fighting it off, and Tory jumps in to remove the gun and he accidentally shoots Meg. Megan covers for him, saying she got glass in her foot. That's why he hasn't been arrested yet. I think the Megan doesn't fully remember what happened that night due to her being very intoxicated. Her best friend and management may have been the people telling her what to say and Tory because she didn't remember anything from the night she was shot. So now people are J.K. Rowling. They're storytellers now. They are concocting everything so they will not be held accountable. It is wild. It is wild. It is bigger than Tory Lanez. It is bigger than Megan Thee Stallion. It is about women wanting to be protected and you wanting to be held accountable. Y'all always talk about division. Y'all always talk about it's a gender war. Y'all always talk about women are always male bashing, but y'all never talk about holding yourselves accountable, which is what we're talking about. Yes, I think some of the words that are said or some of the phrases that are said are used to incite a negative reaction about Black men being the weakest links. But look at the material. What else are these women? They're outraged. They're upset because niggas are saying, oh, Tory's album is fire. I can't wait for Megan to apologize. She been lying. What? What? And I wish people would stop saying cancel culture because it's not about cancel culture. We have seen that cancel culture literally does not exist. It is just internet outrage. It's wanting to hold these people accountable. Cancel culture doesn't necessarily mean that artists can't change or artists can't be brought back or anything like that. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. It means holding these motherfuckers accountable. Daniel Caesar went out back to support Yes Jules, and Yes Jules did nothing to support that young man. Shamik Moore said Rosa Parks should have took an Uber. We have ignorance floating in and out of this community without no type of repercussions or consequence, just like Breonna Taylor's murderers. And that's what we're saying. We can't get justice and we can't get protection from anywhere besides Black women. Black women are the only ones protecting Black women. It's not about cancel culture. It's not about the bigger picture. And it's not about division in our community. It's about accountability and expecting people to do better. It's about accountability. Now, y'all are saying that, oh, this is all just a distraction. No, nigga. It's a revealing to see how and what people think and how people think about things. Also, this is going to be short because I'm about to go. One more thing. Trump just released an order. Oh, I have to read it to you guys. It is so wild. Basically, protecting white people from white supremacy. It's saying that, oh, people shouldn't be teaching that white people should use their privilege and stuff like that. I need people to get hit. This man is, look. I need people to do their due diligence. I need people to do their due diligence because it is wild out here. I need to find it. It was such a creepy little thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, it wasn't good. Where is it? Yes. So it goes on to try to ban institutions and people alike from speaking bad about white people. I need everybody, if you do not know it, it is the executive order on combating race and sex stereotyping. And it was issued on the 22nd of this month. It is a long executive order. I cannot read it, but if you have the time, please do so. Okay? So just to wrap it all up, Breonna Taylor killers were let go scot-free, except for the indictment of wanton endangerment, which is the bullets that they missed from Breonna Taylor that hit white neighbors. 1. 2, Tory Lanez, a small elf from the South Pole. He released a 17-track album to capitalize and monetize off of the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, and he spoke about how did he shoot her when she didn't even look back to see who shot her, or how did she get shot in the feet? and in Miss Bones and Tendons, and how he wants them, they could have been the next Queen B and J. He goes on to insult Kalani and JoJo and Asian Doll and Cash Doll and J.R. Smith and Maul and Chance the Rapper and Bun B. He calls them all out. And so that means his silence was all due to the fact that he was getting ready for y'all to stream his shit so he can get the coins that he has lost. If that isn't some type of villain type of shit, I don't know what it is. That nigga is capitalizing and monetizing off of a crime he committed. And y'all don't see an issue with that? And it's also, fuck cancel culture. It's all about accountability. Hold your community accountable. You're tired of seeing people male bashing and men bashing straight men? Then hold your community accountable. We're tired of not feeling protected. We're tired of always getting the short end of the stick. We're tired. We're exhausted. We're not strong. We're tired. We mean Black women. Stop creating stories. Y'all are not forensic scientists. Y'all are not Jethro Gibbs. This is not NCIS. This is not CSI. This is not Law and Order. This is not none of that. This is real life. Listen to Black women, acknowledge them, and hold the issues at hand and be held accountable and do better. Ask your fellow mate to do better. And I also tweeted something that was something along the lines of, I'm not surprised that people are listening to Tory Lanez and not, quote unquote, canceling him. They can't even cancel and distance themselves from the rapist in their friend group. So why are we surprised that they can't even push themselves away from Tory Lanez and his music? Y'all glorify domestic abusers and predatory men and then wonder why Black women are always male bashing. Y'all swell y'all or something, but men teach their daughters to stay away from men. And y'all are wondering why we have this sort of disdain for y'all. Y'all are proving our fathers right. Y'all are proving as to why we need to stay the fuck away from you people. You people. Y'all refuse to hold yourselves accountable. Y'all refuse to acknowledge the issue at hand. And y'all gaslight us at a constant rate. And it's annoying and we're tired and we're fed up. Black men do better. This is not a bashing type of thing. I didn't come here to bash you. I came here to hold y'all accountable. Also, there have been women. That's the worst. That's the worst. Black women being, I've never seen pick-me's come out of the woodworks like this in my entire life. Useless creatures. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all sticking up for a man who has history of domestic abuse. Y'all still saying, oh, I'm still going to listen to Chick's tape. That shows me how stupid you are. Y'all, that shows me how stupid you are. That shows me how dumb you are. I'm still going to listen to Chick's tape. I'm still going to listen to R. Kelly. I don't care what they did. Okay. I know who not to fuck with. When you feel compelled to tweet that or you feel compelled to say that out loud, I already know what type of person you are. You feel so compelled to go against the grain, and groupthink is messing up the herd, and mob mentality is not doing anything for you. I have an independent opinion. I don't care who thinks what. Yeah, okay. I think that you need to worry about your lace. I think that castor oil helps with edges, so you definitely need to go to Amazon or your local beauty supply store to help you with that, as well as put that on your eyebrows. It's crazy how you don't have any edges, but you have a mustache. You need to get that fixed. You feel compelled to tell people that you're an independent woman with an independent thought, yet you're agreeing and going out of your way to agree with Black men. And one more thing is, it should not have to be someone you love in order for you to get it. What if it was your mom who got shot in both feet? Would you be asking for the other side of the story? It shouldn't have to be your mom. It shouldn't have to be your sister. It shouldn't have to be your girlfriend. It shouldn't have to be your wife. Get it regardless of who it is that it happened to. Understand it regardless of who it was that it happened to. Oh, if it was my sister, I wouldn't be asking for another side of the story. It wasn't your sister. It was Megan the Stallion, and you're listening to his album saying that she needs to owe him an apology. She owes him an apology. What does that say about you? Hold yourself accountable. Know that you're a hypocrite. Know that you're a hypocrite. So when it has to do with race, you understand, but when it has to do with the black woman, you don't. Y'all don't see the pattern or the inconsistencies here. It was on my timeline. It was on my timeline. Y'all don't see the inconsistencies. You can listen to whoever the fuck you want to. Groupthink and the mob mentality and the herd should not influence you in any way if it goes against your nature. I will never ask somebody to think because of the popular vote or what everybody else is thinking. You can do whatever the fuck you want to. But the issue at hand is not necessarily about his music, but the message that it relays. That y'all don't give a fuck about black women. That's what it says about you. That you don't give a fuck about black women. It was just yesterday that you were saying black women deserve better and protect black women, yet you're listening to this and saying Megan Thee Stallion was lying while she was crying and saying she lost her mother, she lost her father, and she lost her grandma. And this is what you're saying? This is what you're saying in reply to her? You have women on your timeline who are victims of domestic abuse, who are victims of sexual harassment, who are victims of rape, listening and seeing what you're saying. Y'all don't give a fuck. It's crazy how no men know any rapists, but they know women who have been raped. I know so many, but y'all don't know any men that do it? Oh, okay. Everything is a false accusation when 3 to 7% of accusations are false. 3 to 7. 3 to 7. That means 97 to 93% of all accusations are true. Yet y'all are so hell bent on debunking a woman and saying, oh, they feel like we have to listen to women and everything a woman says is truth. No. But why are y'all so compelled to debunk what she says? Yet y'all don't give a fuck about what anybody else says when it's a black man who's died on the street. Hold your community accountable so we can unify and then go for our oppressor. But we can't unify if y'all can't even listen to us. This is not a male bashing. This is holding yourself accountable. Hold yourself the fuck accountable. That's it. Hit dogs are gonna holler. Y'all's oppression is going online and seeing a black woman saying niggas ain't shit, but black women are being killed, being ignored, being erased, being raped with no consequence to the ones that are doing it to us. So your biggest plight is that y'all see men bashing, but ours is that we are a stomping ground for you people. We are exhausted. We are tired. We are tired. Y'all use so much energy to debunk us. Y'all can use that same energy to protect us. Protect people you're not attracted to. Protect people you're not related to. Protect black women because they are your people. We go out of our way to protect you. Why can't you do the same? Why can't there be any type of reciprocity? Why can't there be any of the same thing? Protect us. Love us. We do deserve better. But don't switch up. The performances are trash. The antics are trash. Y'all are lying. Y'all are just saying protect black women because you thought it was trendy. Because you saw everybody else was doing it. Trash. Garbage. Do better, black man. And do better, black woman. Those black women that are stupid. Do better. He's not picking you, bitch. You need to be picking that damn booger out your nose, and you need to be picking another hairstylist, or you need to be picking another. Just do better. Stupid. Oh, I'm going to still listen to Chick's tape. Oh, I just listened to Chick's tape a couple of hours ago. What the fuck do you want for that? What the fuck do you want for that? What do you want? Because the only thing I have for you is a nasty slap. Dummies. I don't know what you gain from siding with somebody who would not protect you when push comes to shove because you're not related to them. They won't understand your plight because you're not related to them. So what are you doing all of that for? Oh, I never knew social media was so serious. Y'all are over here blocking people for celebrity opinions. No, I'm blocking people to protect my peace. If that's how you think, I don't want that around me. I don't want that around me. If that's how your mind is doing, I don't want it around me. I don't want any type of hate, negativity, or things I don't agree with around me. That's why I'm blocking. It's not about, somebody was like, it's not a disagreement between strawberry or grape jelly. No, it's about racism, domestic abuse, and violence against the Black woman. And since y'all can't agree with that, I don't need to be around you. Block. Motherfucking block, nigga. Thank you to my day ones for coming in and sharing this time with me. I am going to get off now, but I just want y'all to hold Black men accountable. Don't switch up. Don't switch up just because they say, oh, 50 Cent got shot though, or da-da-da-da, and y'all didn't do this. I don't care. Black women don't feel protected, and this is why. Oh, but if we said, okay, but Black women don't feel protected, and this is why. Hold yourself accountable. Stop gaslighting us. Stop trying to compare. This is not, y'all swear it's not a struggle war, so why do y'all continue comparing? Listen to the Black woman. Hold your stance, Black women. I'm here for you. I'm going to continue to use my voice. I had to get that out because I wasn't over the whole Tory Lanez thing, and it wasn't because of the Tory Lanez thing per se. It was because of how people viewed it. Okay? Stop being selfish. Love your community. Thank you again for tuning in to Chapter Rooks. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for tuning in. Fuck Daystar. Fuck that nigga. Fuck any type of Black man or Black woman who can't listen to us, who are against us, who feel like music is so important that they can't see any social issues with us. Fuck them. We don't have their time. We don't have their time. For progressive and open-minded thinkers, fine. I'm here for you. For those who want to hear this every side of the story, fine, but understand the issue is still at hand. Y'all want to hear sides of the story? Megan Thee Stallion still got shot. So what are you listening to the side of the story for? Justification. Justifying what? Oh, it's protect Black women until you feel as though it was justified. Then it's whatever. It's protect Black women. Please see terms and conditions. It's protect Black women, but why? Why? Oh, y'all hate men. Y'all hate Black men so much. Stop marching for us. We're not marching for you. We're marching for our community. Black women don't feel protected, and that's not just Black women. It's Black trans women. It's Black gays. It's Black queers. It's Black lesbians. Your homophobia, your internalized misogyny, your fragile masculinity are issues, and y'all can't see through it. And that's why y'all swear it's the bigger picture. No, look at the bigger picture that is yourself. Unlearn all the things that you have been brainwashed to do and learn, and then recognize and hold yourself accountable. It's not just Black women. It's Black trans women that are murdered every 7 days, that don't make it to the front of the news because they're not like us. They're not like us. Figure it the fuck out. Black women, I love you. Black men, this is not a bashing thing again. This is just holding yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Stop debunking things. Y'all want to hear the truth so bad? Why don't you hear the truth about yourself? I'm out of here.